lost lambs, old hands, find a man, not a man, understand he's the daddy son of Sam, man, hey, they found the Lord of Pain. Dark words overheard, nipple twist, rug burn, demon bird, doom heard, me and Stevie Gutenberg, liar, in the lake of fire. Satan, can you hear us? For we are on our way. I'd just like to give our praise today. That's the acolyte way.
Yes, mate. Welcome. It's a onesie or PJ's special, guys. Welcome. I'm in the mood to block. Hey, Bruce Wayne from Janelle's Clan last night. That was a fun raid.
Wasn't it?
Namaste.
We had a lot of fun there.
Namaste.
Good idea.
Good raid. Really good raid. I'm going to say the best raid we've done this week. It was lovely if you missed it. Welcome to the show. I feel like shit. How are you feeling?
Well, not an awful lot better, but I'm all right. It's not fatal.
You know how it goes sometimes, right? Today's been a long old tough day. I've slept terribly, and I had to go and do an interview for Channel 4 about 40 years of Channel 4 and talk about the 11 o'clock show. And I was in tears this morning. I think I forgot to take an antidepressant yesterday, so I took 2 today. Thought double it, just get in there. But this morning I had the boys here, and I had to go and sit upstairs and just cry. I just go and cry because I was feeling awful, and I haven't hidden James Bond. I forgot to do it. And
There's 2 there if you're that bothered.
there you go. And so I drove to London, and I got there early. I went in, and London was like heaving, and I went and sat in Pret Manger, and that was weird. I had 2 cheese and chutney sandwiches, which was a mistake. And then I went and was interviewed about the 11 o'clock show, and about 10 minutes into it, I realised I was being... Ask me a question, interview me.
So tell me about your first day in the studio. What was it like for you?
I mean, my first day in the 11 o'clock show was, it was all right. You know, it was, I guess it was quite exciting, and, it fucked up my life.
Ooh.
And it was like that. I'm exaggerating ever so slightly. But it was kind of like that. And then 10 minutes into it, I said, look, I'm really sorry. The producer, the director, I was in a room on my own. Cameraman came in, set the camera up and went. The director was in his house, and I had an earpiece in. They said, can you put the earpiece in the right ear? And I said, no, I prefer it in the left ear. They said, oh, can I ask why? I'm deaf in the right ear. I actually said I'm deaf in the right ear because I like it in the left ear, and I
you
just
didn't want to have to negotiate.
Didn't want to think, and I realised as I was driving there, I worked out what it was. This knot in my stomach, this headache, this nervousness. I was shaking. It was like, well, first of all, I thought it was like I was going to meet an ex-partner who'd been abusive to me, and then I realised it wasn't. I'm going to talk about an ex-partner who's abusive to someone neutral. That's what it felt like. And I'm not, making light of... I don't even need to say that sentence, so I'm not going to. And I said, that's 10 minutes into it, I'm really sorry. I feel like I'm being obstructive to your questions. I don't mean to, but this is why. Okay, when talking about this, it's like being asked, it's like being shown a doll by a police officer and saying, point on the doll to where the man touched you. And I'm going, he touched me all over here. That's what it felt like. So and he got it. Turns out I'd met this guy once. He's a friend of Garner's actually, or was years ago, and we knew some people in common. And I said, I'm really sorry. I'm not giving you what. And he kept saying it's great, but I don't know. They're paying a lot of money, and I was really trying to let my defences down. But it was the worst. There's a cat.
The thing is, right, it took you a long time to get over that, Joe.
Come in. I told him all that. It's the worst interview I've ever given. I couldn't focus. I couldn't finish a sentence. I couldn't. I was shaking. I couldn't look at the camera. It was terrible, lousy interview. The best bit of the interview is when I started talking about Queer as Folk and saying how much I love that. He said, "Oh, let's talk about Queer as Folk." It was awful. I think they've only got Andrew Newman coming in. I don't think Daisy. He said he doesn't think Daisy's doing it. Oh Jesus! Come on, cats. George, quick. We're busy, mate. She's in here. So it was an awful interview. It's going to be 45 seconds. You know, this is a whole thing. Channel 4 from the 80s, 90s. You know, each decade's getting a look in.
I bet they cobble something from it.
They'll get the 45 seconds they need. And he said, of course, you know, it was very popular back in the day, and it was inspired a lot. I said, no, it wasn't. I said, no one watched it. No one watched it, and everyone that did watched it for Ali G, and that was it. You know, and I got the blame for all of the crap bits, and everyone else got all the glory. And I said, that's what I've had to live with for 20 years, and that's why I hate talking about it in this context. Yeah. So there is a strong chance, a very strong chance actually, because I caught myself doing it, that I'm going to look quite bitter. That's okay. And I talked about it being homophobic and a little bit racist. And they kept asking me about the studio stuff, and I said, I don't know. So I didn't write it. I just turned up and I did it. The Vox Pops I know about. I mentioned Sasha and Ricky briefly, but it was. I mean, obviously, it was 45 minutes, incredibly well paid, and I came out and it was all right, but I gave a terrible interview, really useless, and it just brought back all the trauma. And I talk about trauma. It's the trauma of the bitterness and resentment I felt towards those that were more successful than me, Ricky and Sasha primarily, but Mackenzie and Jimmy Carr and all these people as well. But it also brought back, for me, the fact that I was slipping into drug addiction, the fact that I was incredibly unfaithful to my partner at the time, the fear, the self-loathing, all of that stuff, you know. Yeah. So it just kind of tapped into that. It was horrible. And then I was meeting my sponsor to go through my step 5, which is where you're looking at, you've made a list of resentments that I've got, like my mum, my dad, me, all kinds of people. But I met him in Muswell Hill, which is where I lived for about 20 years. In fact, the whole time I was doing the 11 o'clock show, I was living around there, and I was living in Muswell Hill for about 20 years, and it's where I was insanely addicted to cocaine. It's where my girlfriend, then wife, then ex-wife kind of moved in. It's like when my kids were conceived and born. And suddenly I'm in Muswell Hill, and it's really, really busy. Really busy. And I'm there, and it's weird. And so it's been a whole day of confronting my past. And then just before we came on, I've just had some emails asking me for a lot of money that I owe. I've just had some emails asking me for quite a lot of money. And I'm like, shit. Okay. I mean, you can have it, but then that's it. That's all I got. So I'm in...
You've had quite a day.
Oh, God.
But we're nearly done. Try and keep your head in the moment. I know it all sounds very hollow after what you've been through today.
The problem with the Boots own brand forehead is look at the texture of that. It's not solidified. It's not solidified. So I feel awful. How are you doing? I also said that Brass Eye was the pinnacle of British comedy. It was all building up to that point, and it was all down. I was good.
More than Mrs. Brown's Boys.
I said it was perfect. I said it was perfect. The people that got it, the small number of people that got it, and those people that didn't get it, I'm glad you didn't get it. Now fuck off, you thick idiots. It's going to be quite sweary tonight. I'm sorry, we're toning swearing down. I apologise. That's inappropriate. That is inappropriate. So it is the late night alternative. It is You know, it is what it is. Oh, thank you. We made a modathon last night. Tell them how much we made, Catherine.
We made £1,000.
Thank you. You did that.
Thank you very much.
And not all of the mods wanted in. I think it was 6 wanted in, 7. I can't remember the maths. But some said, I'm fine. Give it to those guys. So the mods that opted in get 166 quid each. It's all right, isn't it? Hey, that's all right. So thank you. That's amazing.
I'm sure the mods will thank you themselves in the chat, but...
By timing you out and blocking you because they got your cash now.
But it really is appreciated, and I know that they were very touched that you thought enough of them and, you know, valued their work enough to put your hands in your pockets. So thank you.
It was wicked, and it was really nice being able to tot it up and deliver the news. And so everyone would give
It's made a difference to a lot of people.
Barry Pickle said, I donated money, so can the mods please thank me individually? In my fist in a minute. No, I wasn't. I honestly, I thought we'd get £200 to £300. So £1,000 is great. Thank you. So we're not going to push. We're going to do our live reads and stuff, but we're not going to push any of the merch, the bits, the subs, any of that tonight. Come in.
Have a rest. Put your purse back.
You guys got a freebie tonight.
I hope you're all wearing pyjamas. We were having a loosey-goosey night. My goose is very loose.
In it.
Cats.
Do you want to see him? So that's George in the distance. That's Patty there. They're going to play silly buggers, I think. It's skittish time. Oh. Now that tail is basically saying, come and get me.
He thinks he's hiding.
Go on, Pats. Go and get him. Here we go. Something's going to happen. Here we go. Something's happening. Something's happening, guys. He's playing with the sofa.
He's going to get jumped on.
She's in position. No, she's come out of position. He's dropped off. It's just 2 of the cats. I've got 4 cats.
Oh, there we go. Up the stairs.
So, yeah. Let's just take phone calls.
Let's do it.
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. You can Skype TLNA from anywhere in the world. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see. You guys do the work tonight. Can you guys do the work for us, please?
Thanks, Tweenie12, for subscribing. Kai's only just realised that this is the stairs. What did you think it was?
Just we had a triangle there. Thank you, Spider. I don't really have anything to say. Why aren't you feeling great, Catherine, says Adius. Which is a very good question. Thank you, Adius.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on I can't really go into, but I've just got a really busy head, lots of things that I need to sort out. And, you know, and the kids going back to school next week is a worry. And in fact, today, about 11 o'clock, about 10:30, I said, right, come on, girls, everyone get dressed, because they'll sit in their pyjamas for as long as I'll let them. Everyone dressed, we're going out for a walk. It made a real difference getting out for half an hour.
Yeah.
Just the walls are closing in on me a little bit in all kinds of ways. That's what's up. Hey, Jim.
Good evening. I won't ask how you are. We've covered that, haven't we?
Yeah, one of those days, I'm afraid.
Well, I hate to add to it, but I've got a minor complaint.
Bring it on.
So we've tuned in as soon as you've sent the go live notification last night and tonight. Really
hang on a second. I'm really sorry. Is this true? Sorry, I'm really sorry, Jim. Can I call you back in a minute?
Yeah, go for it.
Is this true that Ian Royce has died?
What?
Is this true? I was going to call him today. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
I was going to call him today. I don't know him that well. I was talking about...
Oh, God.
I was talking about him today. That one I had to call him when I was in KFC. Fucking hell.
Oh, man. Really sorry.
Oh, man. Ah, whoa. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know. I didn't know him that well. We had a little falling out a while ago, and then we made up. He was suicidal early this year because my boy's birthday, and we were in KFC, and someone messaged. I was talking about it today. Someone messaged saying, "Oh, do you know Ian Royce? He's saying he's going to end it all and stuff." And I gave him a call and said, "Don't you fucking dare! Don't you dare, boy! Don't you dare!" And he's not. He's died of pneumonia. I was thinking I must give him a call. We'll see how he's getting on. Flipping it.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh no, Andrea, thank you for telling me. Please don't feel bad. That's not in any way a judgment calling you. I appreciate it. I think we're going to stop.
Do you want to stop?
I think we're going to stop. There are too many things today, too many signs saying, don't do the show tonight.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.